Keeping Edmonton's streets clean of litter is a personal mission for Rick Belcher. Belcher has been collecting trash for years and dutifully calling in complaints to the city. The retiree likes to keep his corner of the Hermitage neighborhood clean. The biggest squeaky wheel in his efforts, the abandoned shopping cart. He says retailers need to be held accountable for keeping Edmonton neighborhoods clean.
Keep your cart on your lot. Don't let it off your lot. And I know people push the carts and the groceries and that's too bad.
Belcher wants the city to take a more punitive approach. He says retailers should face steep fines for each cart that goes astray.
A picture and a fine of $500 is sent to Walmart especially. Takes that cart to the Eco Center and crush it.
So targeted fines?
Targeted fines, yeah. And city, get a backbone and spine.
Shopping carts have long been a nuisance in Edmonton. About 1,300 complaints have been lodged to date this year, and more than 3,200 carts have been recovered. The city says it would be unsafe to put abandoned carts back into circulation and that it does not have the resources to return them to retailers. Wayward carts collected by the city are instead scrapped, then recycled. When asked about the ongoing frustration among residents, the city says bylaws already on the books regulate litter and keep the city clean. Retailers have felt pushed around on this issue for years, and they're not keen to see any kind of crackdown. Some have turned to wireless technology or coin deposit carts to keep their property in check, but they say those technologies are costly and not always effective. And when their carts disappear, it costs them up to $500 a piece to replace. And those are costs they're not keen to pass along to customers.
The reality is grocery stores do not want to have one cart stolen from their lots. It's their property. It's for customers shopping in their stores. And we're happy to work with cities and police services to come up with strategies to address the crime in the community. But ultimately, it has to be a collaborative strategy as opposed to punishing ultimately the customers shopping in those stores.
The city says it's doing all it can to work with residents and retailers. Unlike other jurisdictions, it does not have a bylaw specific to carts, but manages them much like any other kind of litter. In the meantime, Edmontonians like Belcher will be keeping a close watch for any type of litter and hoping maybe for a bylaw that would push retailers more to keep their carts in place. Wallace Snowden, CBC News, Edmonton.